So, you're likely to be watching this video at the beginning of your day. I'd like you to stand with your feet a comfortable distance apart, relaxing through your face, through your chest. You're going to start by rolling the shoulders up and down, thinking about the quality of your breath and the quality of the movement. We're going to increase that. We're taking the arms up, cactusing the arms. Inhale and exhale, allowing your head to move up, down, so that you have that movement through your spine as well. One more. You're then going to take your hands and reach from side to side, and as you do so, allow the heel of the opposite side to lift up, so you get that rotation through the upper, middle and lower part of your spine. And exhale each time that you reach, so that you have that core activation through the abdominals, so that you're stable and strong. Lovely. You're then going to stand with your feet a comfortable distance apart as you come into a bit of a squat and a sweep, cactusing the arms. Inhale and exhale. So we're activating through our glutes, through our abdominals, sending the bum back, pushing into the heels as you rise up. One more. Lovely. You're then going to take your hands to your hips, roll the shoulders back, dive the chest forwards, getting a deep stretch of the backs of your legs. When you get to your maximum, release through the hands as you ripple up one vertebra at a time. This movement is to help with the health of our spine. So diving the chest forwards, deep stretch of the backs of the legs, ripple up through the spine one vertebra at a time. Final one, hands on the hips, dive the chest forwards, and ripple all the way up. Now you should be feeling nice and warm. We're going to do a transition to get us from the back of our mat to the front of our mat by going through a bit of a child's pose. So once again, you can take the hands to hips, dive the chest forwards, getting a deep stretch, and then from there, release the hands down, and as you do so, take the bum down. Now from here, in like a very, very, very low squat. At this point, you may want to take some books or blocks and place them below your heels, and then you're going to lower your bum down. And now we're really warming up through our hips, but you've also got to be active through your core. You're going to take your hands and you're going to place them together, using your elbows to push your knees out, trying to sit up nice and tall. Inhaling, exhale. Take the hands forwards, allow the knees to drop. Take the heels together as you sit back into child's pose. Deep stretch from the base of your spine to the tips of your fingers. Take a deep breath in, feel that length. Back of the body. From there, you're going to gaze forwards and you're going to allow yourself to come back into tabletop. Tuck the toes, push back, downward dog. Take a moment in downward dog to really tilt the tailbone up towards the ceiling. Have your chest reaching towards your thighs, your tailbones reaching towards the ceiling, long back, bent legs. So what you don't want are flat legs, straight legs and a round back. So you bend the knees, scoop the belly, tilt the tailbone, draw the chest to the thighs, flat back, long back, active core, stretch the back of the legs. When you're ready, gaze forwards, walk your feet towards your hands, forward fold. Ground down through your feet as you ripple up one vertebra at a time. Lovely. Now grab a glass of water if you need to, and we're going to carry on with some sun salutations. You're going to inhale, reach the arms forwards, and as you exhale, dive the chest forwards as your hands come through heart center. Release the hands, release the head as you forward fold. On the next inhale, take your hands towards your knees, roll the shoulders back, go into flat back. Deep stretch in the back of your legs. Bend the knees, lower the hands as you step back into tabletop. From tabletop, you're now on your knees, your shoulders away from your ears. Allow the chest to come down as you come down into your belly. Adjust your hands so they're either side of your shoulder, of your chest. Roll the shoulders back, push your feet into the mat, baby cobra. From there, tuck the toes, engage the core, have the weight in the heel of your hands as you push back into tabletop. From tabletop, push your hands into the mat, lift through the pelvis as you come into downward dog. Allow the right leg to become light. Drive that knee forwards as you place the foot down in between your hands. Once you feel balanced, rise all the way up into a high lunge. High lunge, you want to make sure that the ribs are in and that the tailbone is tucked so that you are active in that back leg. Engage through your core. Sweep the hands down either side of that front foot. Take a moment, step the left foot towards the right, and then when you're ready, you can either ripple up one vertebra at a time, or you can sweep the hands up, which is slightly stronger through the glutes, through the thighs. And again, but this time on the left side. You're going to inhale, arms come up. Exhale, bring the hands down through heart center, dive the chest forwards, deep stretch in the backs of the legs. Release the hands, release the head, forward fold. Inhale, take your hands below your knees, shoulders back, flat back, deep stretch in the back of the legs. Bend the knees, lower the hands, step back, moving through your chaturanga. So now you're on your knees in tabletop. Lower the chest, ripple through into your belly. Make sure the hands are by your chest. Baby cobra. Tuck the toes, engage the core, weight in the heel of the hands as you push from tabletop into downward dog. From downward dog, long spine, lift the left leg, drive the left knee forwards, placing it down, finding your balance, rise up into a high lunge. Now make sure that the body is central, that the shoulders are down, that the ribs are in, that the tailbone is tucked. Sweep the hands down either side of that front foot and draw the right foot to the left foot. Round down as you rise all the way up to standing. We're going to do that a couple more times, okay? So that was one sun salutation in total. When you're ready, inhale, arms come up. Exhale, hands move through heart center. Dive the chest forwards. Release the hands, release the head, forward fold. Inhale, take the hands to the knees, shoulders back, deep stretch in the back of your legs. Bend the knees, lower the hands, step back, moving through your chaturanga. Knees, chest, belly. Baby cobra. Tuck the toes, engage the core. Tabletop. Downward dog. When you're ready, and the hips are level, lift the right leg. Drive the knee forwards, placing it down. From there, when you have your balance, rise up. Make sure that the pelvis is tucked, that the ribs are in, the hips are level. Allow the hands to come down through heart center, either side of that front foot. Engage the core, step the left foot to right, and rise all the way up to standing. Hands move down through heart center. We're going to do the same on the left side. Inhale, arms come up. Exhale, move the hands through heart center as you dive the chest forwards. Release the hands, release the head, forward fold. On the next inhale, take your hands below your knees, roll the shoulders back, flat back. Deep stretch in the back of your legs. Bend the knees, lower the hands, step back, moving through your chaturanga. So knees, chest, belly. Shoulders away from the ears, tuck the toes, engage the core, push back, tabletop. Push the bum up, downward dog. Take a moment in downward dog to feel strong and stretchy, and then allow the left leg to come forwards. When you feel balanced and supported, rise up into a high lunge. Make sure that the pelvis is tucked, that the core is engaged. Bring the hands down through heart center. Place the hands either side of that front foot. Engage the core, step the right foot forwards, rise all the way to standing. Move your hands through heart center. Now I was going to do another sun salutation, but just to mix it up, we're going to do something else, and then we'll come into stretching. But you should be feeling nice and warm now and ready for the day. You're going to inhale, arms come up, and then this time your feet can be together, they can be hip distance apart. Sit down into Utkatasana, seated chair pose. Active core, active thighs. You don't want the knees out, you don't want them in. You want them tracking centrally. Hips level. Engage the core. Long arms. We're then going to move the hands down through heart center. Let the hips rise as the hands come down. From there, we're going to step back into tabletop. From here, take a moment in tabletop as we go into an active thread the needle. So you're going to take the weight into your left hand. Make sure that the shoulder is really away from the ear, that the shoulder blade is tucked into an imaginary pocket. From there, bend the elbow, reach the right hand through, push into the left hand as you open out through the chest. 2 more. Inhaling, stretch. Exhale, push and open. Inhale, stretch, push the hand in. Exhale, open. And now you're going to change sides. Push into the right hand, make sure the shoulder's away from the ears. Reach the left hand through as you bend the right elbow, stretching through the shoulder and releasing through the ribs. Push into the right hand, open out through the chest. 2 more. Inhale, reach. Exhale, open. Final one. Inhale, reach. Exhale, open. Take the hands down, take the knees out wide, sit back into child's pose. Take a moment to feel long in the back of your body, from the base of your spine to the tips of your fingers. Take a deep breath. We're going to do one more exercise and then just stretching. From here, tabletop, so important that you do the strength and the stretching and conditioning work, because it then becomes easier. So your body is ready and familiar with the movements, you know. So from tabletop, you're going to come down onto your forearms as if you're preparing for dolphin. So make sure that you're pushing in to the forearms, shoulders are away from the ears, that you're tilting the tailbone so you're in a nice neutral spine. And from here, you're going to inhale, soften, exhale, engage through the pelvic floor, through the abdominals, as you lift the right leg up. Bring the right knee towards the right elbow. Inhale, exhale, keep pushing your arms into the mat. And you're going to do 5 on one side. And once you've done 5 on one side, you're going to change sides. Doing the final lengthen. Adjust yourself, make sure that you're pushing into the mat, shoulders are still away from the ears, that the tailbone is tucked, that the hips are level. And then exhale as you feel that engagement, drawing that knee to elbow. And we're working on that mobility through the hip, that strength and flexibility. And then once you've done your 5, take the knees out wide, sit back into child's pose and stretch. From there, you're going to safely come down onto your side, taking your arm into a pillow folded underneath you. Have your lower leg slight bend, slightly active so that you're supported, a little bit engaged with the core as you take the ankle of your top leg to stretch out through your thighs. Breathe into it. And remember, we won't be spending as long stretching now, so if you feel that you need to stretch anywhere else or have any other intuitive movement, please make the time to do so. Remember to drink lots of water because it helps release lactic acid and also wakes up our organs for the rest of the day, okay? So we function more efficiently. And then changing sides, pushing yourself up. I'm going for a swivel. Take the hand below and go into a nice stretch. Make sure to be a little bit active through your abdominals. Enjoy this, it's lovely to release tension in the body. And then pushing yourself back up to a seated position for our final 3 breaths. Inhaling, arms come up. Exhale, cactusing the arms. Take opposite hands to opposite knees. You spiral through the spine, gazing over your shoulder. And release, inhale. Exhale, opposite hand to opposite knee, spiral through the spine, gazing over the shoulder. And final breath, inhale and exhale. Thank you very much for your time and for spending a bit of your morning with me.